Hello, I made a CLI. So, for those of you who don't know, a CLI stands for Command Line Interface. So, that's just when you type things in to the terminal and it gives you information back. So, just for a quick look. So, see how I'm putting in information here into the program? So, usually I just run this part and nothing else. So now I'm adding these arguments, which let us go in and perform some action, which is useful for certain situations, this being one of them. So in this game, we have a list function. So if I put in -L, then you can see I left this little note here. You can see that game is being passed and list is being set to true. And then when we're passing in a game, it's passing that value and list is false, and then we can play the game. So the idea of this, what I made here, is to organize your games so you could have one place to start them all and then play them all. So I'm not going to set them all up. I'm just going to show you an example of how to do one, and then the rest is up to you. So first we have to import args, our argument parsing. So that's for actually getting this information, these command line arguments. Sys is for exit because I always do that. And then we're importing our games. So yeah. So if you put them all into one folder, you can actually import them from one place and put them all in one line, which is nice. But if you wanted to just do it like this, that's fine too. So here we have an array list of all the game possibilities because we're going to need to compare with what the user is asking for with what we got. Cool. So here we're starting to add the arguments themselves. So first we have a description, which starts a game, blah, blah, blah. And this is our main argument, our game argument, and then everything else is going to be added on top of this. So it's just a string, and then our additional arguments that come with it. So this is to list all of the stored games. So as I showed you here, so it just goes through all of them, like the array list that we had on top. So then we return our arguments so they can be used in the start of our program. So here we have game pick. So this is when we're actually selecting a game. We're passing the user's input to here, and then we're gonna see if we can get anything that looks like what they have here. So yeah, so in this situation it would be tic-tac-toe. So we call that main and so on. And if we can't find it, well, we're gonna tell our user too bad. Also, the try exception is just there because I had a feeling that something would break and I wouldn't know, but so far it hasn't, which is good. Here, which is for that listing function, we just go through the list of values. That's weird. This print didn't go through. Oh well, it should be fine. Anyway, so for game and list games, so on. Yeah, so you just go through them all. Then here is when we start it on our command line. So here we're getting those arguments that we want for that line. We're printing them out just because this is nice to see at first. It helps to understand a bit. If that value, if list equals true, is true, then we start that function instead of the other one. And if it's the other way around, then yeah, we start that game, like you could see at the bottom. And it's waiting for my input because it's started. So what you could do from here is add any game that you made, or if you wanted to change this up somehow, add more functionality. Maybe you could even try to get multiple players to play, maybe add a server to it. There's a lot of possibilities. But yeah, it's yours now. So I'll see you around. Bye.